this week to the Michelle Valentine Show. I am Michelle Valentine.
And I'm Joseph the Romantic. Izquierdo. Yes, I am.
What makes you so romantic?
Well, I just feel, I get up this morning and I said, today is a good day to be romantic. So I feel the romance in the air.
Every day is a good day to be romantic.
That's right. That's
yes.
right. That's
yes.
right. And I've learned this because I've been working with Michelle for a long time now, and I think I've learned my lesson, Michelle. You've taught me so much.
I'm so glad.
I'm a different man.
So glad. This is our 49th show.
49th show. I
Yes.
feel old. I feel old. That means that we've been together for how long now? A year and a half?
Yes.
A year and a half.
Yes.
And we still stand each other, folks. So there's hope for you. There's hope for you.
Okay. So you were talking of that you feel old, right? So, well, speaking of being old and so forth like this, well, we have a special guest on the show today. His name is Dr. Christopher Prevel, and he is a cosmetic surgeon per se.
Correct.
And what we're going to talk about is how so many men, such as the baby boomers, are having cosmetic surgery done. Men are getting like tummy tucks and derriere lifts and
Of course, I don't need any of that.
And facelifts. You are still a little too young for that. And
so that's baby boomer surgery.
yes,
that he
baby
does.
boomer
Okay.
surgery for men. So men out there, if you think that you need to start looking younger or something like this, wait till you listen to what Dr. Prevel has to say. And ladies out there, if your husband's kind of reaching that kind of, what do they call it? Midlife crisis.
Yeah, excess fat, midlife crisis type of deal. Have to take some off.
So if you were to get cosmetic surgery done, what do you think you would get done?
Well, I don't know, because how can you improve on perfection? I know that you have an idea, Michelle.
Well,
Michelle,
first of all, he can get a little tummy tuck.
Folks, do you think I'm fat?
Listen, in the past year and a half, you've probably put on about a good 10 pounds.
That is true.
Has anyone been noticing that, like, over the years?
Second chin, I'm getting a second chin. I know. The things that I have a very lovely girl, and she cooks for me a lot.
She loves to cook. Yes,
so
she's a lovely girl, and
yes. So that is my problem. I just have to get on the gym a little more.
No, I think it is true that once people get married and they start to get comfortable,
they gain weight.
They gain weight, and then they reach this midlife crisis and go,
One
oh
of our camera guys, Matt, he's gained like 200 pounds in the last 6 months. Of course, he's gonna kill me for this when we're done, but it's all married life. It's called married life.
It's called happiness.
That's right.
Yes. Yes, you're more concerned about your family and your wife and your children than you are your own physical body.
Correct.
Right.
And,
Okay. All right, another thing that's going on with the show, which actually right after this break here, is that in celebration, well, kind of in celebration, but in retrospect, actually.
That's right.
Of the Langford Hotel, which is closing. Langford Hotel in Winter Park, after 45 years, is closing.
It's a landmark.
So we're going to show a segment where I went out to the Langford Hotel and the Orlando Theater Project, which is a wonderful, wonderful, funny group that has wonderful plays. And the Orlando Theater Project was doing a play called A Vegas Wedding. So, for all of you out there who are getting married in June and July or the summer season, it's a funny play of a Vegas wedding. So make sure that you stay tuned right after this break and watch that segment. And then after that, we'll have Dr. Prevel. And what else?
Take notes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Couple notes. Let's see. Make sure you go to the website, michellevalentine.com, for lots of fun things to do.
That's right.
If you're single, if you're even married, a lot of romantic tips. And also, we've got this little scrapbook.
Look at how beautiful.
It's from the Michelle Valentine collection, along with the greeting cards.
Yes.
And this is a wonderful scrapbook. This is a romantic scrapbook. And so as you start dating someone, or if you're married, and each little envelope is where you would save like the rose petals from like the dozen of roses that you bought,
of
or
course.
like your movie tickets and all these little memoirs. That
you save little photographs. Look at these guys over here. They don't look dated or
trinkets.
anything.
Yeah, little trinkets.
No, yeah, they're beautiful.
And then say when your anniversary comes up or something, you go together to dinner and you go through this little book and kind of reminisce of all the wonderful times you've had. Okay, and another thing, just one last note, is that what we're going to do is that we are seeking people to come on the show. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, now we have to explain this because you're actually going to see this soon. Well, if you go to michellevalentine.com, there's the love match system, and people have their photos and their voice greetings and all of this on the computer screen. So if you're single and you're looking for love, go to the website and go click on where it says Find Your Love Match.
Correct.
And when you go on there, and if you find someone that you're interested in, that you're emailing to, you know what? The Michelle Valentine Show will put you both together on a blind date. So we'll set you up on a blind date, we'll take you out to a restaurant, and you get to meet this person in person that you met through MichelleValentine.com.
You get to see if they have good manners at the table, you know, if when they drool or anything like that.
You get to see if you have chemistry with them.
That too.
So go ahead and do that. If you're interested in being set up with somebody on a blind date, give the show a call, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And pretty soon you'll be able to see people getting set up who met through the internet. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so stay tuned. We're going right to the Langford Hotel after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Vegas wedding.
Vegas, I do.
I do. Love you, minute, we'll do lunch.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine Show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation. Welcome to this week's Cooking with Marlene on the Michelle Valentine Show. Hi, I'm Michelle Valentine, and this is Marlene Spiegel, and she is a director for Wild Tree Spices. And today, she is going to be cooking up a fabulous soup. So those of you that just love soups and love to make things right on top of the stove, Marlene is your girl. And if anyone out there is looking for a great opportunity, please contact Marlene if you'd like to be a representative for Wild Tree Spices. So Marlene, tell us all about the soup you're going to be making today.
Today I'm going to be making an Italian wedding soup. And I'm going to give you a down and dirty recipe that you can make it in 40 minutes. But on my site, cookingwithmarlene.com, you'll be able to go there and get the down and dirty recipe and also making it from scratch. So whether you're the gourmet cook that loves to be in the kitchen or somebody that wants in and out quickly, you can have it both ways. First, I have some chicken broth, and I add 4 cups of that. Then some cooked chicken. Some celery. I diced it so it's small so it'll cook through. Some diced carrots. Some Italian meatballs. I have the recipe for these on my site too. And the only thing different is I add a lot of garlic because I'm a garlic person. And then some of the Wild Tree seasonings. I am going to start with this fabulous garlic galore seasoning. Oh, about a tablespoon of this and you'll be loving it. Now if you don't like garlic, don't put it in, but I'm telling you, you won't be able to miss the garlic. Oh, it's wonderful. So we're going to add a little bit there. Then, of course, what kind of soup would there be if we didn't have onion? So now I have the onion and chive seasoning. Again, a delicious, robust flavor. So we're going to add a tablespoon of this. And then the hearty spaghetti seasoning. Now this has your parsley, your oreganos, and all kinds of good Italian seasonings. So here we are. We're going to put about a tablespoon of this also into our soup base. We're going to stir this around, and we're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes. And then in that time, when it heats up, we're going to add a couple cups of fresh spinach, and then about a cup of your small little pasta. Now you could put noodles, you could put anything. I come from a family where we always use the small little pastas. Go right in there, we'll stir it up again, cover it, and the next that we look at it, we will have soup. So let me just cover this up and let it simmer for about 40 minutes. But in the meantime, I've made some in advance. Would you take a look at this? Good. Now we need to try it. And let me tell you, it smells absolutely wonderful. So I'm just going to take a little sip. Oh, you'll want to eat this every day of the week. And I'm here to tell you that Wild Tree's products are all natural, no preservatives, no MSG or food dyes. So you're eating healthy the whole time. The meatballs, I made those with ground turkey. So, oh, are they going to be excellent when you put them in your mouth? And you can make them bigger and put them in some sauce to put over your pasta. But what better to have but homemade wedding soup? Could you imagine how good it is? Now, as Michelle said, we're looking for reps throughout the whole U.S. And you can have these wonderful products in your home at any time. And I want you to visit my website, cookingwithmarlene.com, and you can click on the Wild Tree tab and go right to the Wild Tree website and view the video of the opportunity. Thank you very much. See you next week.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the Langford Hotel segment of A Vegas Wedding by the Orlando Theater Project. And as you can tell by Joseph, we have our next special guest, who is Dr. Christopher Prevel. He is a plastic surgeon, and we are going to chat about plastic surgery in men.
Not that we need it.
And how it's so prominent in men nowadays.
Not that we need it.
Okay, glad to meet you, Dr. Prevel. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me to the show.
Very good. So this is a love and romance and relationship program, and so we're going to talk about why are all of these men who are now the baby boomers getting all of this plastic surgery done. And tell us what are the most common procedures? Is it tummy tucks? Or
Hello.
Is it derriere lifts? What is it?
The most common procedure, Michelle,
Derriere.
is actually liposuction, also known as lipoplasty. And it's very common in men between the ages of 35 and 50. Individuals who have sort of the midriff bulge.
Ah, the love
Know
handles.
nothing about that,
The
folks.
love
I have
handles.
no idea what this man is talking
You have
about.
love handles.
One
You
of the
have love.
I got love tires is what I have.
One of the things that that I like to counsel folks about is that liposuction is not a cure if you're for an overweight condition. That it really is for the treatment of diet-resistant fat.
Oh, okay.
And that one should really be within 10 to 15% of their ideal body weight.
Gotcha.
Any more than that, folks really won't be happy with the outcome.
Or they just need to go to the gym and work
Yes.
out for some people.
Absolutely.
Is it because the skin is so stretched out that if you're above that 15%, then when you take the fat out, the look is not as aesthetic as they would like it to be?
Yes, that's one of the components. When you are within 10 to 50% of your ideal body weight, the result afterward is much improved because the skin and the dermis of the skin have contracted and the result is a bit better. In addition, if you're down to, say you were 50% above your ideal body weight, you lose the weight, you may have to also have an abdominoplasty or have skin removed beyond just removing the fat.
I see.
So, for instance, if a guy comes in and says he wants to get liposuction done, and do most of them have this vision of getting like a six-pack stomach again or something?
Yes.
Or what?
No, actually,
wash your clothes.
most of the folks that I see are pretty realistic.
Yeah,
They really
good.
just want to look better in clothes, and because of the great Florida lifestyle, they're outside in shorts and t-shirts. They want to have an improved improved body image.
So why do you think they really want to get this done? Do you think it's because like these baby boomer guys want to start getting attractive to the young chicks out there, or what is the real reason? What's the real
She
reason?
say chicks?
I'm sure that that's a percentage. A lot of the folks who I see, if that's one of their motivations, don't tell me
They
that.
don't say that.
No, they don't.
No.
But
They don't say, doctor, I'm a loser. I want you to make me a winner.
No. The motivation, a lot of folks are very happily married men, and they just want to improve their body image.
That's great.
And some individuals are in sales or in front of the public, and they want to improve their appearance because there are always folks younger who are behind them. Competition.
Sure.
And they want to make sure that they maintain their edge.
Sure. So what other type of surgery are men getting nowadays besides liposuction?
Another common procedure are blepharoplasties, which is a medical word for eyelid surgery. That can also involve the brows. Elevation of the brows as we grow older, they tend to droop or descend. In addition, a rhinoplasty, procedures to the nose, as well as facelift procedures.
Well, we have a great chart here that kind of talks about the 1998 top 5 male cosmetic surgery procedures. So here we
There
go.
were 99,000 procedures performed that year.
Yes.
That's a lot. And the number one is what?
The number one is liposuction, also known as lipoplasty. One of the points I'd like to make about this is a chart that's prepared by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons. It says plastic and reconstructive, but they shorten the name of the society.
Correct.
97% of all board-certified plastic surgeons are members, and they're certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery. Anytime any individual wants to proceed with cosmetic plastic surgery, they really need to have someone who's board certified.
Correct. Because you want the professionals. I mean,
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of people out there that are not board certified that are performing these procedures?
Yes, there are.
Oh, see, and that's where major problems happen because...
Absolutely.
Well, now how does someone go about finding a wonderful plastic surgeon?
One of the best ways is to go on the web, plasticsurgery.org.
Okay.
That is the website for the society, the American Society of Plastic Surgeons. You would put in of course, Florida, if you're in Florida. You'd put in your city, and then it'll list the members, and those are all individuals who are certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery.
Now, you are certified by
Yes,
the
I am.
board,
Yes, I am.
and you were also featured on the cover. Let's take a look at this. He was also featured on the cover of Me magazine.
That's right.
And what issue is this?
This is the June-July issue.
Okay.
And what was the article about?
The article was about the institute that I've created in Metro West and the services that I offer treating patients there for a variety of cosmetic procedures and reconstructive as well.
Wonderful.
Okay, so in your opinion, so all of these baby boomer men are getting all of this cosmetic surgery done, and all these guys are looking great. Do you personally think that it might affect their marriage? Maybe they're going through like a midlife crisis. This guy starts to look really, really good now, and then maybe all the young chickies are paying attention to him.
And the wife is feeling a little insecure.
And the wife might be a little bit overweight by then because they both got overweight together.
You can tell folks that we read these novels.
Children.
This is like a novel thing. We're already developing this scheme, you know, because we're going to write a book about this.
Wait, you know what? I have a question though too. Is that how come when people get married, they both gain weight? But the women are the one who had to have all the children, and the men never had the children, and yet they gain just as much weight, and they get this middle going on.
What middle?
Why?
Well, actually, what I can maybe turn around the question for a second. In your hands are one of the charts of the female plastic surgery procedures.
Thank you.
Let's take a look.
And as I recall, I think they're about 4 times as great, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, no, actually, I mean, my question is that how come guys do not have children and they gain
still
just
gain
as
the
much
weight?
weight as women?
Because you guys cook too much.
Here we go.
Because I was wrong. There are 900,000 procedures, so about, I guess, 10 times
10 times as many.
10 times as many.
So what's number one for women again?
And number 1 for women is still liposuction.
Now, a question I had to you before we ended up going on the air was the question was about if you do like this liposuction, this fat placement and so forth, right?
Yes.
Why cannot they take, say, fat from a woman's derriere and like insert it like in her breast?
I understand. That's a very good question, and in fact, it's a very common question.
Is it a different type of fatty?
Actually,
I know it's not
no.
that simple, but
No. Actually, the reason is when you transfer fat that's been removed by liposuction, the tissue has no blood supply.
Has been destroyed.
Right, and it has to regrow blood supply. Not all of that fat will regrow blood supply, and what fat doesn't becomes calcified.
Oh, so you get the
calcifications.
Yes.
And so if you inject fat into the breast and you have calcifications, then it can be confused for breast cancer when a woman has her yearly mammogram.
Of course.
And so you should never inject fat into the breast because it will confuse a mammogram in the future, and then a woman has no idea, nor the doctors who are treating her, whether she has breast cancer or it's the fat that has necrosed or that has died.
Okay,
very
so there was over 130,000 women who got breast augmentations. That's
Yes.
where you add breasts, right?
That's where you add implants.
Add implants.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And why do you think is the reason why women are getting that done?
society.
Absolutely. I really,
Society.
Joseph,
Is it
I agree with you
America?
100%.
Is it mostly in America that they
Well,
get this done?
that's an interesting contrast because I've recently had the opportunity to review some British publications.
Okay.
The British Journal, the British version of Cosmo, as well as a women's magazine called She.
Okay, well, let's talk about that when we come back. We're going to find out the statistics of what goes on beyond America. Stay tuned.
If you're enjoying the Michelle Valentine show, you will love her new travel TV show, Love, Eat, Travel. Follow Michelle Valentine as she travels the world, showcasing the most beautiful destinations, unique adventures, romantic things to do, delicious foods, and more. Visit www.loveeattravel.tv for more information about an upcoming TV show.
Hi, this is Michelle Valentine, and I would love if you followed me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Be sure to visit my website, michellevalentine.tv, for more information, read thousands of interesting blog posts, watch videos, enter sweepstakes, and more. Also, be sure to join my email list to receive my free weekly e-newsletter.
Are you wondering where all the quality singles are? Singles that are attractive, educated, and financially secure? Hello, I'm Michelle Valentine, and I've helped thousands of singles live a happier life, and I can help you too. Clients and members include millionaires, models, doctors, lawyers, and teachers. So call us for your complimentary consultation. Okay, as we promised, we're back with Dr. Prevel, and we were talking about the differences of how women's views in America for large breasts are so different than that of in other countries.
Europe, correct.
So,
There are two publications that I've had a chance to look at that are from the United Kingdom. One is She Magazine, and the other is the British edition of Cosmopolitan. There are similar ads in the back of those magazines as there are in American publications. In fact, some of them are even a little bit more risque.
Risque, yeah, they show everything. Yeah.
But I think in France and Germany, I don't think that's the case. I
they're
think
just
that
more
there's
accepting
yes,
of
they
their
are.
bodies. They're much more happy, and in America's society with media, it's terrible.
So the
It's
numbers
actually
don't
terrible.
compare. Our numbers are way higher than theirs.
I think so.
You were talking.
yes.
There's teenage girls now getting breast implants, and
Right.
it's terrible.
Correct.
Terrible.
And in fact, the recent ruling by the FDA is that women below the age of 18 should not have breast
That's
implants.
very good. That's very good. So now we were talking on a couple of topics as well. Now I had a girlfriend a few years ago that she had gotten that done, the breast implants done, and she goes, yeah, well, this one's on my MasterCard and this one's on my Visa.
Oh my God!
And I was and she had no problem walking around telling this to people.
MasterCard,
So-
Visa. Which one do
But,
you like better?
I mean, it was kind of funny.
Don't
and,
leave home without it.
And yeah, so it's.
So does the price, is the price related to the size? Like if you
No.
go on a D, then you have to
Not at all.
spend $50,000?
Not at all. The manufacturers charge the same price for the implants. The two
Really?
companies, yes, Mentor
so
and
the
Again.
size is still the same size.
Same.
So it's not like you have a
that.
VW
Wow.
and then you have a Mercedes and
No,
then you
no,
have a Porsche.
no.
Okay.
The
all right.
only the only difference might be in the surgeon's fee if a breast lift is done at the same time as the augmentation, but otherwise no.
See, now before we wrap up, now, there's, a lot of men say that they really don't like women that have breast implants. They say they prefer the real thing. Even if it's small, they prefer the real
What
thing.
men are these? What men are these is what I'm
Men
asking.
in my social personal
Oh,
circle.
okay.
Unlike you.
They're lying to you, Michelle. They're lying. No, we like to look at them. They're nice to look at, but I think that maybe the touch is, I think, where you have the difference.
Well, I guess with men too, before we wrap up, is that with men too,
touch.
I mean, even though if men could get like,
a touch problem.
package implants, I personally would not
Package
not
implants?
want a fake package on a man. I mean,
Of course. Of
okay,
course.
it's time to close this show. All right, Dr. Prevel, thank you very much
Thank you
for
very
being
much,
on the
Michelle.
show.
Thank you, Joe.
And,
Welcome. Thank you,
thanks
sir.
for tuning in this week to the Michelle Valentine Show. Stay tuned next week as well. Be sure to go to michellevalentine.com. We
That's
might
right.
set you up on a blind date.
That's right.
So see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. I enjoyed that.